The Vorthak Empress stood 9 feet tall, her obsidian carapace gleaming under the harsh lights of the diplomatic chamber. 6 eyes, each the size of dinner plates, tracked every movement of the small human delegation. Razor-sharp mandibles clicked, in barely contained fury as acidic saliva dripped onto the reinforced floor, leaving smoking holes in the metal. For 3,000 years, the Vorthak had ruled the Andromeda spiral. They were evolution's perfect killing machine, faster than thought, stronger than starship hull plating, and possessed of a predatory intelligence that had conquered 47 species. Their very presence in a star system was enough to make entire civilizations surrender without firing a shot. The human ambassador, Dr. Sarah Chen, stood barely 5.5 feet tall. No visible weapons, no armor, just a simple blue diplomatic uniform and a small leather briefcase. She looked utterly insignificant next to the towering alien predator. "You dare come before me with demands?" the Empress hissed, her voice like grinding metal. "Your pathetic species has existed for mere moments in galactic terms. We have devoured civilizations that spanned millennia before your ancestors crawled from their mud." The other species representatives, the crystalline Zephyrians, the gas-based Nebula Collective, the machine intelligence of the Geometric Union, all took several steps back. Some activated personal shields, others began quietly transmitting final messages to their homeworlds. Dr. Chen opened her briefcase and pulled out a simple tablet. "Your Majesty, I appreciate your time today. I have a presentation I'd like to share with you about humanity's recent activities in the Outer Rim." The Empress laughed, a sound like tearing metal. "Activities? You mean your feeble attempts at colonization? We know of your 12 pathetic worlds. We could sterilize them all before your next sunrise." "Actually, we're up to 47 worlds now," Dr. Chen said mildly, tapping her tablet. A holographic display materialized between them. "But that's not what I wanted to discuss." The display showed a star map of the Outer Rim. Red dots marked Vorthak territories. Blue dots marked human colonies. But scattered throughout were yellow markers, hundreds of them. "What are those?" demanded the Empress, her mandibles snapping. "Those represent the 43 Vorthak outposts, mining stations, and patrol fleets that have gone missing in the last 6 months," Dr. Chen replied. "We thought you might want to know what happened to them." The chamber fell dead silent. The Empress's 6 eyes narrowed to slits. "You lie. Nothing in this galaxy can threaten Vorthak military assets." Dr. Chen tapped her tablet again. The hologram shifted, showing the wreckage of a massive Vorthak dreadnought. Its hull was intact, but every single Vorthak aboard was dead, not killed by weapons but by something far more insidious. "Ship's logs indicate they tried to raid one of our agricultural worlds," Dr. Chen explained conversationally. "The colonists there are mostly farmers, scientists, and their families. No military presence at all." "Then how?" "The colonists released the livestock." The Empress stared at the human, confusion replacing rage. "Livestock?" "Terran honeybees, to be precise. Genetically modified for aggressive territorial defense. Your warriors' carapaces might stop plasma bolts, but they can't keep out insects small enough to crawl through the gaps. The bees deliver a neurotoxin that's harmless to humans but lethal to Vorthak physiology." Another tap. Another image. This one showed a Vorthak mining operation that had been completely overrun by what looked like ordinary Earth plants. "Kudzu Variant 7, Dr. Chen noted. "Programmed to consume any non-terrestrial organic matter it encounters. Your miners were dissolved in about 6 hours. The plants then stripped every useful mineral from the asteroid and formed seed pods that our harvester ships collected last week." The Empress took a step back, her massive form suddenly seeming less imposing. "This is impossible. We are the apex predators of the galaxy. We have conquered every world we've encountered. Every world that played by the same rules you do," Dr. Chen corrected gently. "Strength versus strength. Predator versus prey. But humans learned long ago that nature doesn't respect the concept of fair fighting." She tapped the tablet once more. The display now showed surveillance footage from inside a Vorthak command ship. The proud warriors who had terrorized the galaxy for millennia were writhing on the floor, clutching their heads and screaming. Modified Earth bacteria, Dr. Chen explained, released through the air recycling system. It produces compounds that interfere with Vorthak neural chemistry, inducing severe paranoia and anxiety. Your crew tore themselves apart fighting invisible enemies. The Empress was trembling now, her massive form shaking like a leaf. Around the chamber, the other species representatives were staring at the small human woman with a mixture of awe and terror. You see, Your Majesty, humans aren't apex predators, Dr. Chen continued, her voice never losing its pleasant conversational tone. We're persistence hunters, pursuit predators. We don't kill our prey quickly. We follow it, wearing it down, learning its patterns until it's too exhausted to fight back. And then we use every tool at our disposal to ensure it never threatens us again. She closed the tablet and smiled. Now, about those territorial concessions you wanted to discuss. The galaxy's most feared predator, the creature that had made entire star systems tremble at the mention of her name, slowly lowered her massive head in submission. What are your terms? The Empress whispered. Dr. Chen's smile widened just a fraction. I'm so glad you asked. Shall we begin with the immediate withdrawal of all Vorthak forces from human space? Behind her pleasant expression was the promise that humanity had evolved not to be the strongest or the fastest, but to be the last species standing. And in a galaxy full of apex predators, that made them the most dangerous predator of all. The negotiation began immediately.